Yeah. What's going on? Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Rico's Aquariums. This is Aquarium Talk and everything in between. So last night I went live, obviously, and it was probably like 12:30 or so. And it was brought to my attention. So I thought today, I kind of talked about it a little bit last night. So I was like, you know what? Let me hear other people because I know people were sleeping. So let's talk about the bird in the air is Neptune Systems new LED lighting for our saltwater aquarium. So everybody knows Neptune Systems, Apex, whatever, right? So I heard they're coming out with an LED light. Yeah, buddy. So, I'm kind of like, what's up with that? I'm trying to, listen, I'm just trying to understand what they trying to do. Because you got to give, I was saying like, these dudes are good with their controllers, like I'm a big fan of the controller. I already had my talk about Apex and all that. Like I got nothing against them cats, man. Them cat, like I said, the controllers, like they the man at the controller, right? You got notification on this time? That's what's up. That's what's up. About time. Let's hopefully everybody gets notification. Dale's Reef. Well, I'll be a monkey's butt. What's going on, Dale? Long time no see. Holy smokes. If it's the same Dale, I think. Dale up in Maine, I think, around that area. What's going on, bud? So, I was, I got wind, last night. They were like, yeah, man, Apex or Neptune. What's up, brother? What's going on? Good to see you back, my man. I ain't seen you in a long time. So hopefully the tank is going great for you and you're doing good for yourself. Been rough times lately for a lot of people. But yeah, man. So I'm like, I give credit where credit's due. Like I said, I want companies to do great. And if you're good at something, stay in your lane. Don't worry about nobody else, or if somebody's trying to ease into your territory. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of highlighting the last talk because, people ask me a little bit of this, and I only know a little. I know enough, but I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, to the fullest extent. There's two sides, or should I say, three sides to every story. Their side, the other person's side, and then the truth. At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. You can't, I can talk about things, but at the same time, I don't want to totally be off or throwing out misinformed information. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, we could talk about it, and my stuff might not be exactly how something went down. So, we got to take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, things do happen, and that's how the topics come up, right? But at the same time, all I'm saying is if you're a good company, yeah, guys, hit those thumbs up. Get that. Good looking, Dale. Everybody, get those thumbs up. So, when you good at something, don't worry about somebody else if they're trying to ease up in the territory or whatever. Let them do what they're gonna do. You do what you do. At the end of the day, here's the deal. At the end of the day, people are going to do what they're going to do anyway. And if you're good at it, what you do, people are going to come back anyway. People can go buy whatever they want. Most people in this hobby go buy something 2-3 different times, 2-3 different manufacturers till they come to the right spot to get what they should have bought the first time. Now, only thing I got to say about that is like when it comes to like Neptune System, I feel like there ain't no other controller out there that's gonna bang with it right now. Okay, like I said, long as they keep advancing, like the Neptune, the Apex and the features, like with the Tridents and stuff like that, long as they continue to to, you know, add like the nitrates and phosphate tests and all this other, like, you know, some people don't like the Trident. I felt that the Trident was worth the dollar. That's just me. Okay. Like, I'm an old school reefer. I maybe don't test as much as I should because I'm just looking at the aquarium. But I know when I did get the Trident, I found myself checking more on my levels than I ever had in a long time. You know, I'm talking about to the point that as if I was a beginner all over again. And, you know, some might think that that's annoying. I didn't think it was annoying. It made me get back in tune with my aquarium. It made me, you know, realize how important some of these things are, because it's like I like to ride motorcycles. And before I got a bagger, I was the one doing endos, wheelies, a lot of tricks, you know. And the more I did them, the more comfortable I got to do them, you know. But at the same time, I set myself up for more risk. More risk means potentially death, more injury. So with that being said, you know, even though you can look at your aquarium and you can see, you know, as you advance in this aquarium, you know when something's off. You know if you got a pest in your aquarium on a coral, basically. But at the same time, having a physical thing that's going to give you what you're looking at, you know, take it with a grain of salt too. You know, I mean, maybe, you know, sometimes it can be off a little bit. You got calibration solution, use them. You know, you should always use the calibration solution when it comes to switching out, you know, a new testing solution. So I thought it was worth the money. Now you hear a bunch of other people maybe that don't think so. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to try it in or anything. Yeah, let me be honest with you. I don't like talking about companies because, you know, obviously, you know, if they're not, you know, looking out, then why should I? But at the same time, you know, it is what it is. Like, I use these equipment. I don't care. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. But at the same time, I believe in their product. So, you know, I know some people, you know, feel funny about, well, you should be doing something for you. Let me tell you something. If I really push the issue and need help in something, I'm guaranteed they'd probably help me. So it's not a problem. At the end of the day, I believe in that product. I believe that's the best product on the market. That's just me. Now, other people might say, oh, no, this other product's better than it. Or, well, that depends on the user. You know, that depends on somebody something else might be because it's user friendlier, so they feel that that's a better product. And that's their own personal opinion and perception of what is good and what isn't good. As they advance into this hobby, they'll realize that right now, I mean, there's nothing really competing with Neptune, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I know there's other controllers out there. Now, those controllers have a place for people that are just getting into the hobby, maybe that want to learn controllers or whatever. Not saying the other controllers out there, regardless of how many's out there, I don't know. I don't keep tabs on all this stuff. Doesn't have a spot for somebody. You know what I mean? You know, it might just be a money issue. You know, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? So I you know, when it comes to Neptune, all they need to do for me is keep advancing what they're doing and keeping up with the times. Don't fall to the wayside and allow other people move into your territory and steal your thunder. Because I ain't even gonna lie, I love Apex, period. Now, with that being said, I love Eco Tech, right? I love Eco Tech too, right? They made a stance and they made. So what is Eco Tech best known for? Anybody in the comments? What do you think Eco Tech is really best? Even though they make several different products, what do you think that they're best known for? Just real quick. Anybody in there? And hello and good morning to all in here. Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing fine. YouTube seems to be somewhat getting out notifications. I was a bad boy. You know, I haven't made videos in quite some time. That's okay. It will pick up. We just got to keep thumping them out, give them what they want, and we'll get what we need. Okay. Notifications and channel back on growing mode again. Okay. A lot of people say the Radions, lights and power heads, you know, LEDs again, also upgrading my pumps to EHAN 1000 pumps. There you go. Yeah, they started with the pumps, but the lights made them famous. That's that. At the end of the day, what's up, Greg? At the end of the day, when it comes to like Eco Tech, what they're really known for is their lighting, right? So once again, they stay in their lane. Yes, they do make other pieces of equipment. By the way, I am a big fan of, you know, the MP40s, 10s, 60s, you know, the Vector pumps. I'm a big fan of all their stuff. First off and foremost, I'm a big fan because I've always had great customer service with them. You know, if there was an issue, which there really hasn't been a list of issues, getting something, maybe the chip wasn't working, so it wasn't communicate properly. Okay, boom, send out new chip or something like that. One time I told you guys a story. Something was out of warranty, guy, whatever. They did their best to help me out, refurbished, you know, controller, because I guess the one had water damage. I mean, great customer service, period, point blank. So obviously, I'm a big fan of theirs. Now, when it comes to that line of stuff, what obviously made them famous the most is the LED lighting. Now, why I put this video up or doing this live stream is because Neptune obviously is coming out with a LED lighting, right? Now, all I got to say is, now this is kind of funny, and I'm speculating here too, so don't take it for, first off, I wonder if they are just completely, is Apex not going to be allowing maybe Ecotech's pumps and certain things to not be able to be compatible? The question mark. These are things what I'm looking at because it's Neptune. Like Neptune's coming out with an LED. Like they're great. That they're known for. They're famous for their controllers, right? Are we separating? Are we like going left and they're going right? Are we not going to be able to use Ecotech stuff to communicate with Apex? I don't know. First, that's just something that went through my head. If you guys know a little something else, I mean, please help me out here. But I'm kind of wondering because that's a big bold statement there. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be funny here. Now, we know that they make a hell of a controller, Neptune does. And when we say Neptune Systems, Apex, that's all the same. Just for anybody coming in and wondering. Exactly. So why I'm saying that naked dog is because this whole getting away from EcoSmart Live and running Mobius on Ecotech side. So it's kind of strange to me now that, you know, it didn't dawn on me until I just heard about the LEDs. Okay, now there's been talk, whatever. Now I guess it's official. Okay, Mobius comes, Neptune System Apex is making LEDs. Antennas going up. Okay, you get it? So we've seen that it seems like they've been stepping away. It has been. And, you know, I really want to know the issue long precedes Mobius, which I kind of, Greg, you know, we're in the same group there. But there's always a lot of chatter in our world, Greg. You know that. You know, and it's like, is this real chatter or is this just somebody just talking out the side of their neck? Greg, you know what I'm saying. So I haven't had the opportunity to do Mobius. So with the new system, I'll be doing Mobius. I'll be checking it all out. Okay. But I'm still sorry. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, ain't nobody going to make, as far as I'm concerned, a system like Apex does when it comes to controllers. Period. I think they're now. You know what? I don't want to do that. I want to shoot myself in the foot. At the end of the day, that's how I truly feel. That's how I truly feel. Now, you guys might have a lot to say about this. I don't know. But what I do know is, based on my feelings and my personal opinions, even though feelings don't matter here in this on this channel, I'm just saying, I'm a little sensitive right now. Maybe that time of the month. I don't know. But anyway, to me, it's going to be sad. Like, it's really sad if they completely separate. You can't use anything that this controller has to offer. Like, it won't control their pump, or won't control, any of it. So, okay, I get Mobius, whatever, Eco Smart Life. I mean, it controlled, whatever. I get all that. I get it, but I also would like to see it always kind of work together. I mean, this hobby is already so small. I think GHL is, but I'm not really sold on GHL, Greg. And there's not a lot of whole much of people here. There's a couple people I had GHL here that really never had anything much to say, towards it, their lighting or anything. So, I mean, I don't know. But I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But it's not like a here thing as much as like Eco Tech, Neptune, obvious, and probably for obvious reasons. I don't know. Here's the thing. When it comes to these platforms, or should I say not even platforms, when it comes to this hobby is already small. There's always a lot of, I'm going to be honest, guys. It doesn't matter if it's a platform on a reform or on YouTube. It's just nonstop chatter, dude. It's just nonstop. I don't even know how I've lasted this long on here. Just because it's just, and I'm old school. It's just nonstop. But the thing is, it would be sad, which I don't think they're going to care. I'm just saying, if it's a complete divide, once again, a complete divide. But, sometimes some people have to stop. Life's already too short. And, when things are beyond certain things because somebody pissed in somebody's coffee, sometimes it just takes people to learn how to apologize and admit when they're wrong. Some people won't. Some people will go to the grave just like whatever, disgruntled or whatever the case may be. The funny part is, which is not funny, is that Neptune's Apex or Neptune Systems / Apex getting into the LED world, right? Getting into the LED world. Let me just say, Neptune, if you're listening, listen to me well. Now, I understand that you're Neptune system. That's okay. But from my perspective, if that's what you choose to do, bring the fire. Do you understand? You have to bring heat. Don't make me feel I don't want to be disappointed. And I'm sure nobody else. Make sure that whatever you choose to come out with your lighting, that you bring some fire, okay? And make sure that you test it vigorously before you think about stepping foot outside with those new lights, because I don't want to see you go down swinging. I just don't. You know what I mean? Y'all got something good going on with the Neptune system, the Apexes. I mean, that's been your lane. So Just like Eco Tech, really the light's been their lane. But if you're coming to the market and you want to make a statement, now I love both of you guys. I'm gonna be honest. I love both of y'all. I love you guys, and I love Eco Tech. Okay. Now y'all ain't gonna make me choose. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I gotta just get both and have two separate systems to represent both, well, that's just what I have to do. That's if you bring the fire though on your lights. You know what I'm saying? And I think everybody, I'm not the only one gonna feel that way. I think there's a lot of people that watch me, that listen to me, is gonna feel that same way. You have to bring the fire. And if you have any doubt in bringing fire, just stay home. Don't come out. Don't come outside. Don't come outside. Okay. Just stay in your lane there, you know. But that's just how I feel about that. I don't know. What do you guys feel? How do you guys in the chat feels? You know, I'm really shocked, but then again, I'm not. And I feel like everybody has something to prove. But at the end of the day, I feel like that's just there's nothing to prove nowadays. I just think that I think a lot of people's ego getting away. You know what I mean? A lot of ego, a lot of testosterone, a lot of sword fighting, especially in this industry. Like, hey, mine's gonna do what it needs to do, and then I put it away. If I got mine and you didn't get yours, well, that sucks for you. You should have got yours. I don't know why you didn't get yours, because I was getting mine. You feel me? Mine came to do a job. He gonna do a job. It don't matter. He gonna work, and I'm gonna put him on up. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't get yours in the time it took me to get mine, then I don't know what to tell you. Just saying. Just saying. I know it's early, but I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah, it better be fire. I'd hate to be let down, you know. I don't want to be let down, you know, especially, you know, you're talking about a company that is well known. You know, that's the thing. You know, you're talking about a company that's well known. You don't want them to come with some BS just because they just want to do it just because. No, if you want to do it just because, well, make sure that just because has some heat behind it. You know, there's all kinds of lights out here. But hands down, most people going to tell you 90%, I'm going to say, if not more, a percentage is going to tell you I was just looking at this comment. So anyway, I forget what I was saying too at this point. I hate looking at the comments. But anyway, if you're gonna come like that, you gotta come correct, you know. And that's just the bottom line. You can't, you know, there's so many, where I was going is there's so many LED lights out here, right? At the end of the day, 90% or so are going to say, hands down, in this industry, Radion's is the best light. Let me ask you, how do you guys feel about that statement right there? And be for real. And I'm gonna be honest. Y'all that don't have them, listen, because maybe they're too expensive. Okay, so you can't make an accurate statement about the best or not. At the end of the day, all right, you got to consider. I mean, is it because the price tag? That's all I'm saying. Okay, because the price tag, or don't be a hater because you can't afford them. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Period. Because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh," and at the end of the day, you find out what they're running, and you see the big price tag difference. And for me, a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest. I hear that. I got friends that are like that. So I'm gonna be honest with you. And I've been around the block quite a few times. And a lot of times when people speak so negative about something, it's because honestly, it comes down to price. You know what I mean? You'll talk something about somebody riding past your house in a Bentley, sitting on 28s or something or 30s. But you talk smack, but you wouldn't talk smack if somebody dropped you off the Bentley or somebody gave you the Radion or whatever it is, you wouldn't say a damn word. You'd be talking about how good it would be. And I'm going to be honest with you. That's how I feel about 99.9% of the time when it comes to people that do that. Now, there are some that out there that's strictly like maybe they Kessel or something, and that's cool. Maybe they had both. But if you ain't had it, shut up. Let's see. The Herm says Kessel is my number one. Okay, nothing wrong with Kessel. I like the shimmer of Kessel. I think a lot of people can say they like the shimmer of Kessel. But I also like the control aspect, more control for me when it comes to the Radions. Kessel doesn't allow you to play with their stuff too much because they don't really, I think they do it as a safety thing, so you can't turn around and blame them for burning up your own corals. So you can't blame them for that one. I had the G5 Pro XR30 Blues, and man, they are great. That Jeff Jarrett says. I've been using the best results for coral growth and color under my Radion. I've seen the best. My bad. Reef Keeper says, I bet a bunch of companies go to passive cooled panels like your ATI Stratus. Mm-hmm. It is nice not hearing the fans. Oh, I bet. But I have kids, so it can be as loud as it wants because I can't hear over them anyway. It's fighting over Fortnite or Call of Duty or whatever they do. They always fighting, game raging, controllers flying, buttons popping off everywhere. That's the world I live in now. The 100-gallon cube needs. Okay, Radions aren't everywhere for no reason. They are great, though. And I'm a Kessel fanboy, though. There you go. I mean, that's coming from somebody that's a Kessel fan. At the end of the day, Radions ain't everywhere for no reason. That's a true statement. That's a true statement. All right. So they're there for a reason. So let me tell you something. If they're all there everywhere like that, well, everywhere and all there can't be lying. They got to be something good to them for it to be everywhere, right? So that's how I look at that. I had 3 Kessels, 360s on my 75-gallon. I feel like I should spent the extra money for the Radions. That's what Scott says, and not taking nothing away from Kessel or anything like that. I think they have their place too. But hands down for me, I honestly feel ain't nobody, banging those Radions. You know what I'm saying? There might be some close contenders, but somewhere, but I just feel like hands down, they's the shiznit, okay? And that's just me. Now, that's just my opinion. Now, everybody has their own opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion. This is not a one-way sided opinion here on this channel. Just say, But if you're gonna make a statement, you got to make sure you can, at least politic about it and really stand your ground with it. I am still a metal halide guy with LED strips to supplement. I still think metal halides is the best light for 36 tall or deeper tanks. Get you some Radions that will change your world, change your life forever. Just try it. I just finally got rid of my 400 watt metal halides, and like 6 radium, 20K radium bulbs. So I just finally, and I've been on LEDs now for the past 5 years or so, 6 years. It took me a long time. I didn't want to walk away from them. It took me a long time. But let me tell you, listen, now, Donald Martin, listen, put them up. Go grab you some Radions. Keep your metal halides, though, just in case. Let me know at a later date how you still feel about that one. No, I know you're not hating them neither. So I know that. I know you're not hating. I'm just saying, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Let us know how you feel after that. Go, I switched to Gen 5 Pros with LED T5s. I'm just not convinced yet. Oh, yeah, you too. Yeah, you too, Naked Dog. I forgot you did have that. Oh, Naked Dog, trust and believe you'll be convinced. Listen, go ahead and get you a nice pillow. Get my pillow or something, and you get you a nice pillow, and you be just fine, man. Just rest your neck, rest your head. You be just fine. Trust me, you ain't got nothing to worry about. That's my word to you, man. See, and you local, so you know what I'm saying. The lights from Neptune is called Sky. No details have been released yet. Just talk from Terrence on their live streams, and that's fine. You know, you gotta amp up. You gotta amp it up. You gotta talk about it. You know, you gotta do a lot of things to get people interested and wonder what you about to unleash and all this other stuff. I get it. But Sky, it better hold up to that name. It better be Sky the limit. That's what it better be. When you talking about coming out, stepping outside that comfort zone and going from really a controller to now some LEDs, it better be Sky the limit. Terrence better get boss man over there at Neptune Systems, knock, knock. You better get your wallet out and bring out some real Sky the limit lights. How about that? I'm serious. That's what you better do. Don't be trying to skimp on these lights, and don't try to skimp. You know what I'm saying? And then trying to give them to us as the end consumer. Nah, don't do that. Make sure you come hard or go home. You know the old saying, "Go big or go home." Either go big or stay in your lane. Don't come out. Just don't come outside. All right. And I'm just being honest. Y'all can be mad at me for saying that. I don't care. You ain't nobody putting no checks in my pocket. So even if you did, I still say what I say. So at the end of the day, because ain't nobody my real dad. So it is what it is. You know, I love you guys. You ain't did nothing yet to me that made me not love you. I think I think y'all do really good in the in the controller department, but to make it come out like that, yeah, I'm just saying, come out like that is buddy, come out like that. You better come correct. Let me see. Hello, Harkins, what's going on, my man? Great. I think you would be shocked how well LEDs can light a 36-inch deep tank. Better tell him, Greg. Better tell him. He don't know yet, so he's going to have to go ahead and spend a couple dollars. Hey, you're going to have to spend a couple dollars. Let me tell you something. If you feel that it's still not for you, they will resell just fine, okay? You probably just lose out on a restocking fee on your sale to the open community on that. So you'll be just fine. Trust us. It says, I love the Orphic lights, but no, there are many LEDs that work. There's a ton of LEDs that work. Well, I'm saying what I feel is the best LED. I'm saying what I think is the best LED on the market is the Radions. I'll say it. I think the Radions is the best. Now, what I think that's closer to the Radions, which I haven't tested yet, but I have a funny feeling about, is the Orphics. I could be wrong. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you guys think about that? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I seen the Orphic bars, the strips. I don't know what, but they look real nice. I honestly have to say, I think the Orphic bars, honestly, the strip lighting, it beats Reef Brights. Ooh, did I say that live? Ooh, Tulio, I apologize, man. I'm just saying what I see, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I know people are gonna get butthurt about some of my statements, but I'm throwing out. It's Christmas time. I'm throwing out a little bit of more than I normally would throw out about my personal feelings on stuff. I usually try to stay neutral and keep it real, though. But I think Radions is definitely the number one to go to lighting in reefing. That's just me. And I think who's knocking on a back door, when it comes to the lightings, I would probably say Orphic. And I haven't even had the opportunity to actually have the Orphic, lighting and ran for any amount of time, but I have seen their strips, and like I said, I think the strips are whooping Reef Right's butt in that department myself. I know everybody about to go run, go get to. I'm just telling you how I feel. If you guys agree, disagree, let me know. I want to hear people's feedback on my opinion on that. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I would expect the Sky to be comparable to the Gen 4 XR15s, Kessel 360X, and the Hydro 32s. No, Greg, they got to come better than that, bro. They got to come there. They got to be right there with the G5s or better. They gotta be second. They at least gotta be second. They can't be, and I guess the XR15 cool, but no, we talking about we need the full light, not the 15. We need the full double putt, triple putt, whatever the putt gonna be on those. Yeah, it's gotta be big. It's gotta be big, Greg. That's just me, buddy. I mean, and you've been around long enough too, and you know as many people as I know. We know it. We know a lot. We in the same circle. It is what it is. I mean, but man, I just feel there is absolutely nothing comparable to the G5 XR30 Blue or Pro. Second is way behind, and that's what I mean. Like I said, even close to come running up or whatever. I feel like it probably is Orphic, and that is thrown out there by a long shot because at the end of the day, I haven't owned the Orphic to actually run it for any time to grow corals under it. I just have a feeling that I think that it would be a second. Now, with that being said, with the new the Kessel, I was getting ready to say. The Kessel AP9X, that is another reason why I don't know, because that came out. I'm hearing a little chatter about that, but I haven't had the opportunity to do that neither. Maybe I should get one and just run it for giggles and see what it actually does, see how corals respond to it, and the whole 9 yards. So these are some of the things that I think I might need to grab just to kind of maybe give my real 2 cents or input on it. But hands down, it is what it is. Orphic looks way better built, but I love the blue pop from the Reef Rights. See, it does look, I give you that. It does look way better built. Reef Keeper, it does. I don't know, man. I seen these lights in person, man, on the tank, and I'll tell you what. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I could be wrong. Maybe I need to do a side by side or comparison or something, but I don't know. And I love Reef Rights. Don't get it twisted. I love Reef Rights. I mean, and I'm not trying to be funny. You know what I mean? I do. Let's see. Say Kessel, okay, Hydras, 64 is better performing than the Orphic. So Greg says, in his opinion, he said Kessel P9X, AP9X, and AI Hydra 64 is better performing than the Orphic. See, I can't say anything about that because I have not seen the AP9X in person or seen on a display yet. The AI Hydra 64s, I haven't owned them. I mean, they've been around for quite some time. So, and Greg probably definitely whatever with that. Now, as far as performing, then what do you mean as far as performing? Like, is it their what? What do you think as far as the Orphic? Because once again, like I said, I don't want people to take this as I'm saying Orphic is better than anything, because I already said this is me throwing a Hail Mary out there, on it because of the AP9X, first off, that Kessler just came out with, So at the end of the day, that could be second in line. I just don't know. I just know off of a bar strip that I seen performing on some, corals and what it looked like, that made me feel a certain type of way. So Orphic, better built, question mark, 2 pieces of acrylic sandwich from chicken wire, and then a 1985 cell phone antenna. You stupid, Greg. Greg's stupid, man. I'm done. I'm lost. Greg is stupid. He is stupid. Okay. All right. Greg has spoken on his opinion on that one. He said my Samsung lapel mic is built better than Oh my God, Greg, stop it. All right. So I felt a certain type of way just because I seen it. You know what I mean? Better spread, better spectrum. Okay, better spread, better spectrum. Okay. So I don't talk about the acrylic discoloration. Oh my God, y'all, stop it. All right. I didn't say, whatever. But if I did, I would stick to what I said. I'm saying I threw a Hail Mary out there. I said, because there are other lights that I have not used or whatever, I really compared them. But I think we all can agree, hands down, there's nobody messing with Eco Tech Radion, Gen 4, Gen 5. I mean, any of the lines, period. From the day one they came out, made a statement. It is what it is. And that's how I feel when it comes to that. When it comes to Neptune System, when it came to they coming out and what their controllers are doing for us as hobbyists, hands down, Neptune System has the best controller out there. Would you guys agree? I'm saying it, and I'm sticking to what I said. Neptune System has the best controller out in the market. Period, point blank. It is what it is. Call it like you see it. Look like a duck, walk like a duck, quack like a duck. It's a duck. Neptune System is the GOAT when it comes to controllers. Eco Tech is the GOAT, when it comes to lighting. Now, how they going to how Neptune's going to answer the call of duty and bring some heat? That's going just time gonna tell on that one. But I hope and I would appreciate if they not confident in their light to leave it at home, because you talking about Kessel that's been around for some time. You talking about AI Hydra. You talking about some lights that are, that you got to surpass anyway. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't surpass these lights, and come like you need to come, then it might not be the field for you. So invest wisely in the research, which I'm sure you are. I'm sure. I mean, I would assume, but I don't get paid to assume anything. So we'll see. The Orphic panel lights, to me, just look like a refined version of the Ocean Revive. Hey, Phil, you either take back that statement or you got to leave, man. You do not, I repeat, you do not bring my Ocean Revives into this. Okay? I made a statement with those Ocean Revives. Everybody owns those Ocean Revives because they're good. And they might look like a cheap Chinese, and they are black boxes, but they grew the hell out. You either take it back, Phil, or you're no longer allowed on my channel. You brought my Ocean Revives into this. And Greg, if you do not apologize for saying exactly, Phil, you're no longer allowed over here, neither, Mr. Greg, the voice of Reefapalooza. I don't care. You do not speak about my Ocean Revives, my poor Ocean Revives T247s. How dare you guys even compare my Ocean Revives like that? Shame on you. You guys should be ashamed of yourself right now. The Ocean Revives sold so many lights because of me, because they're tried and true. And you can grow the heck out of corals for less than $200. Hey, those lights are good. Just because they ain't got a great body, they got a great internal, the great strength to grow corals. I didn't say they were bad. I know the Ocean Revives work well. So I'm just saying, you leave my Ocean Revives out of it. Hey, man, you guys know I'm just teasing y'all, man. But where'd Greg go? He left? Oh, I hope Greg didn't get scared. He ain't leaving back. Greg ain't scared of that. But yeah. No, man. Yeah. Let's see. The interesting thing about Neptune Waves is that for the money, they put out more GPH than any other parts. Don't know. I thought about using Neptune Wave. Oh, Greg is at work. Yeah, I forgot. He is at work. So he eavesdropping here and there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I mean, I like to dig more into some of these things, but I think we can all agree that Eco Tech has the best lighting. Neptune Systems / Apex has the best controllers on the market. You know what I mean? On the market. Can anybody outdo them? You know, when you've been doing it for so long, you're only going to get better. And the better you get, the more money you're making, and the more you can invest in the technology side. And technology is always changing. I mean, you can buy a 2021 computer right now, and it's already 10 years old, basically. Technology. That's how I look at technology. It sucks. You want the best of the best when it comes to technology, but as soon as you buy it, it's already 10 years old because, you know, in 6 months, they're going to come out with something. I mean, technology's, it's just nonstop, the advancing. So I would find it very hard for somebody to come out swinging and just steal the thunder from Eco Tech when it comes to their lighting. I would find it very hard for somebody to come out swinging and steal the thunder from Neptune Systems Apex when it comes to their controllers. Like, unless they just stop caring and don't want to advance anymore, then that's where they'll open up the doors. By the way, guys, let me help you out here. There is a thumbs up button right there. Look on the computer. Hit the damn thing. All right? So make sure you hit it. And thank you. Thank you for coming here and watching this lovely channel, by the way. But anyway, it would be very hard for anybody to take either one of their thunder because of how long they've been doing it. They can only get better unless they give up. Unless they give up and not, you know, they're satisfied where they're at, then they're going to open the door for somebody to surpass them on that level. Period, point blank. You know, it is what it is. You know, what can I say? Like I said, I think it was a great talk about Neptune coming out, you know, with these LEDs. Yeah, Greg. I said, if you ever disrespect and agree with Phil about lighting like that and talk about my Ocean Revives and you agree, you are no longer allowed over here, buddy. I don't care if you are the voice of Reefapalooza. Do you understand me, young man? I don't care. I'm glad you're back, but you need to apologize, sir. You need to apologize for agreeing with somebody that was talking smack about my ocean revives that are tried and true, that you can buy for under $200, that's going to grow the hell out of a reef aquarium. Okay, there you go. That's all I got to say to you, Greg. So I had to give Greg hurry up before he has to pop off because he's at work. You know, I give him peace of my mind. Dare you agree with somebody about my ocean revives? Well, thank you, sir. You're now allowed to stay. Appreciate you. Y'all talking about Neptune lights? Yes, we were. We were talking about Neptune lights and just talking about, you know, what they got to do to really bring some fire to the game. I mean, they're competing against lights that's been around for quite some time, that all of them work. So for them to step outside the box like that, they're going to have to bring the fire. DTX Flex, they got to bring the fire. If they can't bring the fire, basically they just have to stay in their lane. They have to spend the money for the technology, which I don't think Neptune is not going to do that. Like, I think they made enough and make enough money and pay people like Terrence a ton of money to be the face of it. But, you know, and not to be funny, like, I know Terrence, like geeks out on this stuff, right? That's how I feel. And I feel like he's the type of person, if he's coming, from me knowing him, I think that Terrence ain't gonna settle for nothing stupid. Like, he gonna bring some heat. That's all I got to say. Like, I feel like I'm saying they ain't got no choice but bring some heat. Like, there's no exceptions. Like, if you're going to step outside the controller world and get into the lighting world, yeah, you better bring some heat. But also, I think it's a sad day too that, you know, all this stuff that's leading up to the complete separation of Eco Tech and Neptune. You know, with the Mobius, even though it goes surpassed Mobius and all that, goes further, deeper, whatever the case may be. Let's just say some things are just better left unsaid and left in house versus, you know, whatever. The point is, you know, it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. All I'm saying is I respect both companies. I love both companies and what they bring to the table. So therefore, it doesn't matter if they divorce completely, don't allow anyone to work with anyone's product, each other's products. That's on them. I don't think they're really hurting anybody besides the people. You know what I mean? That want the ability to interchange and do certain things, right? That's all I'm saying. Now, whether that's happening completely or not happening, that's in the air, right? So, with that being said, I'm going to have both regardless. And I'm probably not the only person that's just going to do both. I mean, I'm not going to choose a side or any of that, because they both bring some really good products to the forefront of this hobby that we all love and appreciate. And honestly, if we can afford it or can't afford it, we really do want it. You know what I mean? And it's a really big help to us. You know, if we're going to spend the money and spend so much money in this hobby, then we want the kind of the best of the best, let's just say. Ultimately, you know, there's people that say, oh, whatever they want. But at the end of the day, they say, oh, I won't use no controller on my stuff. But if I presented them an $800 controller and I said, here you go. Oh, you think they're not going to use it? Let's be for real. You're going to use it. You didn't buy it. I gave it to you, right? If I gave it to you, I know for sure that whole, you know, that bass in your voice and all that energy that you got, you're going to get rid of that energy real quick. You know what I mean? You're going to pump your brakes. You're going to get rid of that energy and you're going to be humble and you're going to appreciate it and you're going to use it. And that's how that goes. And that's cool. That's cool. But at the same time, that's just how I feel. I don't think Radion cheaped out on those fans. They probably didn't. I mean, they should have used maglev fans. Maybe they looked at them though. Maybe they didn't use them for a reason. I don't know. I wonder how they are going to price them comparable to Radion's DTX Flex. That's a great question. We don't know. And obviously there's not a lot of talk. We just know that there's going to be some lights in the work. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think for the next talk? Should we talk about Eco Tech and their thoughts about Neptune System coming out with LED lights, and maybe talk about where do you think they stand? Real quick in the comment, we got about 4 minutes left. Real quick in the comments, should I do another live stream and let's like kind of hear, because I'm kind of want to talk about it a little bit myself. So that's what I'm gonna set. I'm gonna put the title up. What does Eco Tech think about Neptune stepping in to the forefront of when it comes to lighting? What do you think they thinking about in their head? So pricing too cheap would interfere with its interfering product. Yeah. Okay. Say let's do it. I bet the price would be within $100 of the Radion. So I guess we're gonna have hey, you know, I know, but so I take that as a yes then, even though we don't give a okay. So let me do that. Okay, for all you guys, real quick, please, if you do not mind, can you all that haven't hit the thumbs up before I shut this one down, can you please hit the thumbs up as we speak right now, please, and thank you. And I'm going to start a new live stream, and that's what we're going to talk about. These are good. This is good live stream. This is good talk. This is really, really, really good. So we're going to do this within, I'm going to be back up and running within 5 minutes. Just giving time for this to render, and then I can hurry up and do the tags on this, and then we'll get into the new one, and hopefully YouTube actually sends out the notifications, because it looks like people are getting notified. I don't know how many people did or how many didn't, but obviously the numbers look a lot better. Real quick, thumbs are still going up. We're probably about 20 thumbs down, 20 thumbs short. So I know some people are at work and they're in the middle things and can't really, whatever. But yeah, if we can hurry up and get those up a little bit more before the time runs out. We got about 2 minutes. Unified version of Mobius. Hold this stuff. Tristan, Harkins, Greg, hold this. Hold these conversations, man. We need to hold these conversations for the next show here. The next show. Because these are good topics. I don't want people to miss out on these conversations here. You know what I'm saying? We need these conversations. We need these conversations. All right. So just hold off. Hold off. Okay, guys. I'm going to shut this down real quick. If you're following this channel and you like this channel and you want to be part of something when it comes to this reef aquarium hobby, you found the right channel. Just go ahead and hit that notification bell. Make sure it says all notifications so that you will get the notifications, hopefully, all the time that I choose to go live. Also, if you're new to this channel, you wonder what that is behind me, that is a company called saltwateraquarium.com. Now, they very nice. They appreciate what I do and wanted to bless me to bless you guys with a discount code for life to receive 5% off all your purchases on that non-MAP pricing items, though. So you got to love them for that. It is what it is. So make sure you guys If it doesn't matter if you already have an account with them, doesn't matter. They will link that with your existing account, and you would get 5% for life. Flashkins put it down here in the chat. If you are watching and you want to direct right now, you can do that as well. We have a lot going on, and we're going to be setting up a tank behind me. I know it's kind of crazy. At least we got some tanks in boxes right now. I have a couple tanks I still have to open up. We need to see what those are. So give me about a couple minutes, guys, and I will be right back. Thank you.